back to my channel, and today we're going to be discussing tarot cards, something that you know I love. So guys, I wanted to take the time out and show you. I always talk about, oh, you know, I pull a card in my practice and so forth. So I just want to go a little more in depth in terms of how I use the cards to invoke certain energies within myself, right? Or put a picture to what and how I'm feeling for the day. For me today, when I pulled this particular card, at first I was just like, you know, I wasn't really sure about the card, but then I said to myself, let me just take some time out and really focus on the energy that I'm feeling and just staring at it. So I was doing a little meditation and I was sitting by my sacred space. Boy, oh boy, did I feel it. So this is the card that I pulled, which is the Nine of Swords. And as you can see, she is holding the moon right next to her, which is the moon is all about emotions, how you're feeling internally. And as you can see, she has the daggers literally about to like pierce at her, but they're not. But they're not. Isn't she sexy? I love it. So now, this particular card really invoked really deep emotion in me because as you can see, she's in the forest. There's a dagger there and she has the moon next to her, which is, when I see the moon, I just think about emotion, 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 emotion. And at this particular point in time, when I looked at the card at first, it did drive some emotion in me because there's some goals that I'm trying to achieve, and a lot of times when you're trying to achieve a particular goal, patience is not always a virtue. And this card reminded me of how I need to have more patience within me. Like, there's a lot of things that is going on in life. There's always stuff that we rather not have, but how I chose to deal with this particular card and how I chose to invoke the energies from this particular picture, which is knowing that the daggers are not hitting her. She's not dead. As a matter of fact, she has the moon right next to her leg, and she has to know to have her leg out a little bit. So cute. But yeah, guys, so knowing that regardless of what is going on in life, I have the power to remain physically and mentally strong. And this is something that I am working really hard at because I can tend to really get beside of myself, you know, and a lot of times I have to check myself and realize, like, look, you're doing the best that you can. You're a human being. And I took the time out to meditate with the card and let myself be vulnerable, because vulnerability is very hard for me. This is something that I'm really working on because I have always been a type of person to be strong naturally, to the point where it's like expected of me, and that can build a level of anxiety, which is something that I deal with. And when I say deal with, I'm working on, and I'll definitely do a video about mental health and how I cope with certain things down the line. But I felt like it was imperative for me to come before y'all and profess that, because just like everybody else, we all have struggles and we all have things that we persecute ourselves for when we have no business doing that. And for me, I am what you would say, I am an overachiever. If there's even, I don't like to put labels on things. I just have things that if you hear anything, it's because there's work being done where I live. So how I chose to use this particular card is to know that I have the power, that I have the power to sustain. And although I feel the pressures that life does give to me, I choose to stand tall and to feel, as you can see, I like to look at pictures and really zone in into the artistry. Oh, and this is by the Moonchild Tarot. I love this particular deck. I just received it not too long ago and I'm working with it. So I, hands down, all the cards is me off the back, and I'll probably do like a little review about those cards in another video because I'm excited. But going back to her, she's so lovely, and I just wanted to share that. And not only with tarot cards, because tarot cards for me is a very deep but also mental type of thing, and I like to use the cards to really center myself and able me to focus, because a lot of times we say we want to focus on one thing, but then we focusing on this and we focusing on that, and we're saying to ourselves that, oh, this doesn't bother me, this is it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, and it's not okay, because then your subconscious mind is sitting there waiting for you. So using the cards really allows me to focus and really sit in a place with how I'm feeling for whatever particular reason. So I think that although you don't use, if you do or if you don't, you're not into tarot cards, I think that focusing on a particular topic or writing down how you're feeling and then reading back how you felt and finding checkpoints of particular phrases that you might have used that you didn't realize that was within you, and sitting with that, right? Sitting with that. And I love pop culture because there's so many different art like examples where you can connect art with emotion, right? It doesn't have to, for me, a lot of times it's tarot cards, but also like images, right? A lot of times, you know, when you go to museums, when you go to church, there's always particular images to bring you back in center, to really zone in that particular topic. Especially in a Catholic church, they have like all these like saints and pictures and statues and stuff like that, and that is just a way not only to give homage, but to present the focus of what you're there for, right? So if you take that time to zero in to whatever medium that you choose to use, you're able to so much more harness in that energy and sit down with it and realize how it's affecting you. So guys, that is just my tidbit and how I zone in and use my tarot cards, and how I use the energy to really sit down with myself and work out some kinks or some things, because in life you have the yin and the yang. It's the even flow of everything, and I do believe in everything is meant for the greater good of yourself. Let me know how you feel about this video. Was it helpful? What do you use in terms of focus when you want to sit down with yourself and realize certain aspects within your deep subconscious mind? Do you even do that? And if you'd be willing to. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening and allowing me to share with you guys. Leave a comment down below. Like I said, let me know. I feel like when y'all leave comments down below, I read each and every comment, and I just want to say thank you especially to everybody that take the time and leave such lovely words, because I feel like I'm able to connect with y'all in such a deeper level, which enables me to bring more of these particular videos with you guys in terms of what I learn. And when I learn something or when I'm focusing on something, I definitely like to share, because sharing is caring. On that note, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. I pray that this video finds you in great and lovely spirits, and I'll definitely speak to you soon. Bye.